Hello, welcome back. The typical lower sales day. Again, nothing really to write home about. It's enough to keep the ship afloat and enough to keep me motivated. I mean, regardless if I'm motivated or not, I still have to get pictures or listings done every single day. Very rarely throughout a month will I just not do anything aside of packaging. Will I not like get pictures even at minimum and not put those up for the day? At least I'm getting pictures. Or do some inventory reorganizing or do sell similars. Very, very rarely are there days that I don't do something that's regards to product and getting it posted or shifting it around. So I have been trying to get my total count. Trying, it's probably too strong of a word. I've been wanting to get my total listed amount over 3,000 since probably the end of last year. The amount that I bring in, and for any of you who've been here, can see on how much I do buy. And I even will put up a community post. And every once in a while, I'll put up a community post. Oh, I listed 50 CDs or whatever it may be, and how much stuff I bring in. And it does stay out of a death pile. Matter of fact, let's go over here to the little section of my inventory. I don't know how well this can be seen. Right, so there's the books. There's a disc media, and then the cassettes. That's the inventory that I bought that needs to get listed in, except for the books, because I wait for that box to get full, and then I'll list the books. But that's the disc media of what I get. So that's the inventory that I have that accrues in a matter of days, 3-4 days. And for those who are again familiar here, I'll wait until a category gets 20, 25 or so, and then I will list those, and then I will go into items that have been listed. I'll go by the oldest listed, and I will click anything that's at least 3 months old and it has at least 3 views. I will click on the view count and I'll see the total. You can click on time frame it's been listed and see the total. If it's 4 or 5, if it's more than 3 views, the total, I will take it down and reprice it. That way I'm putting up 25, 30 a day, whichever it may be. Some days I will do an entire day of like 30 sell similars because I hadn't done enough over time frame. However, I have these this media, and even if I go out, like last month when I went out all but 4 days out of the month, I was going somewhere getting stuff. For how much I put up and how much sells, I've been wanting to get my count at 3,000. It's just, it goes so fast. Now, if I bump up and I say I have to list 40 brand new, well, not brand new. If I go by, I have to list 40 of the items I just bought, or if I could go out every single day and get 40 and come back and the next day list it, or find a way how to manage that time better, awesome. That would be great. I'm a one-man band. You know, I'm a one-man show. It's just me. I'm the one who goes through the stores. I scan the stuff. I search for it. I buy it, bring it back. It goes in a pile. It gets pictured. It gets listed. It gets put away. I do the packaging. I do the videos. I can accommodate more time, kind of like I said in a handful of videos ago. Can't wait till we move to where I can be more structured. So, sales at $200 a day and more keep the ship afloat, keep the motivation going. And regardless, even if it was $60 of sales, I still have to get pictures. Don't judge on the daily or the weekly. You could probably judge on the monthly, but that's what all of your metrics are for. Anyhow, enough about that. Let's find out what these are. Pretty cool pair of Ray-Ban Tortoise, $74. Now, I would look through these lenses, but they are very strong. That Albert DVD set. Now, this one I've had for a while. This one I did get at Lee Road, but not the recent runs. This one was probably beginning of the year. 23. Jerry Southern multi-disc CD set, 37. Eyewitness, again, I'm a Sigourney Weaver. DVD, 19. Sealed Jason Priestley VHS, Cold Blooded, 22. Godzilla DVD, 18. And a Raw Blues multiple artists in here, CD, 19. So, depending on your scale of your store, your scale of operation, how much time you invest in reselling. I know I said this before, that probably on an average, if we exclude the videos and exclude some of the other random places I go for different things, I guess that's kind of a downside to having window and door open. The vehicles that are going through the parking lot, the train. I think I probably put 30 hours in a week, going to stores, coming back, just getting pictures, posting. The reason why I do media, because it's very, very few pictures. I'm not testing electronics. I'm not washing the clothing. I'm not taking a bunch of pictures of clothing. To each their own. Any category at all that anyone wants to sell in, that helps keep stuff out of the landfill. That's the big overarching thing, right? But to me, and to most people who operate some sort of something to generate income, want to do things that make it more efficient. Cost less is a whole different aspect, but your operation of what you do is more efficient. How much can you get done in a span of time? Now, as someone who, just arbitrarily speaking, sells clothes, are they spending 5-8 minutes getting pictures, getting the exact measurements, taking 4 pictures of the zippers and the cuffs and all this other extra? And that's just for that. Or let alone there could be things for electronics. Now, if we put in there, like, well, some jeans can get, 100, 200, 300, so on. The electronics can get way. That's very, very granted. I'm not looking in that aspect. That would go back into the cost. I'm looking at how much time is involved in that one product. If I just go out to stores and I'm just scanning, I'm not talking about hand typing, just scanning media, I can go through whatever. If I'm in a store for an hour, I probably scanned 30 to 50, 60 things, and I'm probably going home with 5 to 10 from that bit of scanning. So that's an hour, and I repeat that. That's how I can come back with 25, 30, 40 things. The amount of time for that scan, it does have a selling value, pop it out, look at it. It's good enough to where I don't have to worry about resurfacing it. Pop it back in, goes there, comes back home, goes in a pile, a stack. Gets disc media, almost all of it. Gets 2 pictures, front and back. You can go to my store, you can see on how they're pictured, front and back. Every once in a while, someone will ask for a little better angle. That's why I get the disc media and an angle to where you can see. If I can see that there's some sort of scuff or something on the disc, I will get that right in the right angle. But I can picture 30 plus disc media in less than an hour. And I did that a handful of videos ago. I said, I got this many done in that time frame. Pictured. Listing wise, even at a slower pace, I'm putting up 12 disc media listings, slower paced, in an hour. So even if I add the pictures and that, it's still 12 an hour. Could be a little more, but that's why I organize my disc media to anything that doesn't have an insert, ones that have an insert, and then multi-discs that have insert, then in multi-discs that do not. That way I'm not changing a lot in the title. And then sealed. That way I'm keeping this roughly the same condition type. I don't have to keep changing it. So all these little things I do to save time makes it to where I can say I'm putting in pretty much tad under, maybe a bit over 30 hours a week. So if I put in 50% more of that, 45, maybe my sales will be 150,000. Scaling, right? So that was a little tangent about something that that was a little tangent about something that might help you think about things that you can do on how you can structure and how you could prepare. So if you've ever worked in the restaurant industry, there's I don't know now, it's been a long time since I've worked in a restaurant, but there's always something called prep or expo. And prep would come in and they would prepare the little dipping ramekins. They would slice and dice the needed amount of onions and peppers and whichever they needed for that day. What it cost the company to pay them to prep that stuff made it for ease to where the meals that were being ordered were able to be accomplished and done quicker to get out to the customer quicker, to where the quicker they get their food, the quicker they finish, the quicker they go out, the quicker they rotate for the next people, the next customers. Efficiency. So, if you like what you heard, like what you saw, feel free to comment, thummy thingy, subscribe, share. They're all free. Every little bit helps. Appreciate it. Thank you.